So Glenn was a member at CrossFit Boston from in the time periods of 2006, 2007. Well, he was working for a contractor, so in between jobs, he was staying some time up here in Winchester with family. At that point in time, you know, I believe CrossFit Boston was still the only affiliate in Boston area. And so had the opportunity to train with Glenn on a daily basis when he was in town. And we'd always sit around and talk afterwards, you know. He was always smiling. That's true. Always had nice things to say. He was always the first guy to go back in and pick other people up. It's like one of the best. When you talk about like the best of the best, you pull a picture up, it'd be Glenn. We kept in contact through Facebook and emails. The last time that he was in, he actually gave me a framed quote from Teddy Roosevelt, about the critic, not the critic that counts. And that was one of the things. That was the things he would do, things like that. It's just unprovoked. And unfortunately, that was the last time I got to see him in person. It's everything he would love to do, and it'll be torture. But my goal today is try to do this smiling, just like I know he would be doing. And I'm gonna hate running, but I'll get it done. I'll just dig deep and think of Glenn and push through and get it finished. And he would have loved it. He would have loved it. This is important. It's just to honor somebody and to learn about these people, learn about Glenn, and know the things that Glenn had done in his life and what he sacrificed and for us. There's quitting's not an option, and you're going to give your best effort, and you can keep putting one foot in front of the other, no matter how bad it feels or how much it's going to suck. You just got to keep doing it. So whenever you're going through your reps here, I want to see you really making sure that you get a good rack position and use the legs to drive it overhead, and then come back down to the rack for a short pause and get it to the hang and go straight to the ground. So from the shoulders, going right back to the ground, so you get a touch, go back to the shoulders. So your resting point in any kind of recovery, if there is going to be one, it's going to be at that rack position, and it's going to be very brief. Here, I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller set, break it up a little bit more so that I get a chance to recover and feel better, so that whenever I go out and move on to the run here, that I'm going to feel more fresh and have some legs in me to give it a mile run, as opposed to just dragging out of here. And so really like the first 200 to 400 meters on the run, then it's going to be a recovery so I can pick that pace back up. But I don't want it to be where my lungs are burning so bad here that all I can think about is air instead of moving my feet forward for the run.
So we had a little obstacle here where our ceiling is only 11 feet. So the ropes have to go up 15 feet. So what we did is we took out the drop ceiling, the panels here, to the trusses overhead, and then rigged up the ropes right up to the trusses. You can get from the ground to the knot at the top is 15 feet, but you have to go through the ceiling.
It's all mental now. It's just a game to finish it, There's 100 reps to be completed. If you have to pick a number and stick with that number, and then go over to a whiteboard and mark it off. But then as soon as you mark off and you walk back over, start up again, get moving. I think it's going to be very important to talk about thinking about breathing. Coach Devine, SEAL Fit, Glenn was a SEAL Fit coach, and they're very big on breathing techniques. In through the nose, expand the lungs, the diaphragms. As soon as that mouth opens up and you're gasping for air, you're panicking. Again, you're not going to be thinking about the task you have to do anymore. You're going to be thinking about, can I get air into my lungs? And then you're just trying to survive. Felt good up until the rope climbs, and then literally the wheels fell off. And big time exposure, being exposed there, and just took fucking forever. I think probably 20-25 minutes just on rope climbs, and there's so many times I didn't know if I could make it. Reality is probably there was more than one time there where I'm like, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I started doubting it, and then just like I said before, no way I'm gonna quit. And what did it take, an hour, 6 minutes? Not the fastest, I didn't break any records, but I got it done.